As I understand, it's one of what we are now calling the COVID-19 innovations.
Yes, Gumzo is a video conferencing system that was founded 3 months ago. And as you've said very well, it was motivated by COVID-19 response. So as it works, you know, it differentiates from the rest of the platform that we're talking about because of, first of all, it's secure. It uses mobile number verification to, you know, admit one into a meeting or many. So if you're a host and you want to host as many people as you want, you just need a verification from your phone number, and the rest also, as they register, they get that same passcode, which actually secures them from any Zoom bombing that we've seen in the recent past from those other platforms. At the same time, it's very reliable and very fast because the servers sit here in Africa. We have our servers sitting in Kenya and in South Africa, and we've also introduced more servers in Uganda, and we are also going to expand in West Africa, that is Nigeria. The reason as to why people are enjoying better video quality and better sound is because of this, is because of the server sitting here. And also, Africa is at a vantage point. We have so many submarine cables, you know, cutting across Africa and around Africa, and that gives us faster internet that is even affordable. You realize that for Gumzo, we only charge $1, and you're able to pay for it for a week only, compared to the rest of the guys, and you only pay via M-Pesa. So we've taken advantage of all these factors that are within our disposal to be able to give a solution that will enable families, friends to connect, and also businesses and non-governmental organizations, especially the ones that are involved in COVID response, to continue communicating and, you know, dispatching information in the right way and in a faster way.
Indeed, you've answered the question on security because, of course, the question most people would have is how secure it is. But talk to us about how many people Gumzo can accommodate. And also, you mentioned the servers, too, being in Africa, Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, and the plans that you have to, you know, to expand to the West African countries. But talk to us about the advantage of having those servers, say, here in Kenya.
So, first of all, on the security, I would like to also mention that you have encrypted calls. So it's encrypted, the solution of the platform is encrypted end to end. So you may not be able to experience any hackings or any intrusion from external parties. But when you come back to servers, the servers that are sitting within Africa allow you to enjoy low latency, of course, when you're having communication. So we've seen situations whereby when you're having a call, you realize that your screen is freezing, the sound is not good, and you realize that because of these other platforms, having their servers sitting in China and in Europe, the calls, when they're coming from here, they take a route to all the way to Europe and in China and coming back to Africa. With that particular distance, as I've explained, you do not enjoy, the quality of video and the call and the quality of audio or sound, if you like, from these particular platforms. So those are the advantages of having these servers sitting in Africa, and we continue expanding, and we hope that we'll be able to cover the rest of Africa as, you know, financial investment continue and our investors continue seeing, you know, as we grow.
Indeed. Now, it's been 3 months, as you said, with Gumzo. Talk to us about how it's been, the feedback, and if people have actually been using it.
We're currently having over 5,000 subscriptions on this particular platform, and we've done over 100,000 minutes on this particular platform. And I can say with a lot of confidence that Gumzo currently is being used in schools. We've seen schools like a teacher in Upper Hill is currently using Gumzo to teach his students, and he can host up to 40 students. He can equally record the classes and even retrieve that particular call after the classes and be able to follow through on particular questions or responses that are coming from the students. And the students can equally download the files which are stored in MP4 files, and they can be able to follow through whatever their teacher was actually telling them in class. At the same time, we've seen certain religion institutions equally using this particular platform for their churches, because we realized recently the government give a command that there should be not more than 100 people in church. So, and even in mosques. So we're seeing where now virtualized platforms are now coming in to enable the society to continue with life, whether it's social life or business life. And this is what Gumzo is all about.
Indeed. Let's talk about how you can compete with international brands, because I've been saying that this is sort of like Africa's version of Zoom. So how do you compete with, say, Zoom, which, if I'd say, with their financial might and the level of trust that people have in, again, allow me to use Zoom because that's what a lot of people have been using. So how do you plan to compete, or how are you competing with these internationally recognized brands?
Our comparative advantages, as I've talked about, is definitely the quality of sound and video that is being brought about because of the server sitting here in Africa. As I've said, Zoom server sits somewhere in China and in Europe. So because of that distance, and in terms of the call taking that route to Europe and in China, you'll never get a good quality. But because of the server sitting here, and the fact that we've East Africa and Africa as a whole enjoys that broadband infrastructure that we currently see. And remember, we have close to 350 million phones sitting here in Africa. So Gumzo is taking that advantage that most people are on their mobile phones. They're able to get affordable broadband and even data bundles for that matter. And they're able to connect as quickly as possible. And if you look at the affordability part of it, we're only charging $1. These other guys are charging close to $15. I mean, that is the most affordable thing that people can ever have. And remember, 50% of the contributions that we're getting via our platform, we are contributing it to the COVID-19 kitty in Kenya. So this is how we are giving back to the society. And remember, these other platforms, Zoom, whether it's Google Hangouts and the rest, most of these funds are being repatriated outside the country. So we are keeping our funds here to support our people in Africa and people in Kenya, to continue, developing and, developing their social enterprises for that matter.
Indeed. Let's now get your closing remarks, Mr. Wheaton. You could also talk about now the future of Gumzo, especially now with this COVID-19 pandemic, which for sure nobody knows when we'll be back to what we used to call normal. So let's get your closing remarks. You could also talk about that, sir.
So for Gumzo, we are currently continue to, be dynamic and innovate to make sure that it fits the needs of the people. You can currently, have your own VIP meeting with on Gumzo and broadcasting via YouTube. And soon enough, we'll be also be able to connect to YouTube, to Facebook Live and the rest of the platforms. We'll be able to integrate this platform so that people can continue to communicate for that matter. But most importantly is that this particular platform will be very advantageous for people who are in education, for people who are in government, for people who are doing non-governmental organizational activities that are related to COVID. So we believe that this is a good platform for Africa, and we hope that most people will come on board so that they can enjoy. In fact, for the first 1 week when you register with us, you're able to enjoy it for free. So, and equally for the media, we hope that they'll take advantage and support, what is built for Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Bottomline Africa. Mr. Alex Owiti there, the spokesman for Usiku Games and also the founder and director of the web-based app known as Gumzo. So we take a short break here on Bottomline Africa, but stay with us. We still have a lot more after this break, even as now leave you with Destination Africa.